Students, in geography, we will start from the chapter disaster. The term here, disaster, owes its origin to the French word disaster, which is a combination of two words, des meaning bad and astre meaning star. The term refers to bad or the evil stars. An event that causes a huge loss of lives and property is called a disaster. Most of the disasters have a natural origin. However, some disasters they are man-made as well. On the basis, disaster can be broadly classified into two groups. One is the natural disaster, another is the man-made disasters. Natural disasters are caused by the forces of nature over which man has hardly any control. So some common natural disasters are earthquake, landslide, flood, drought, cyclone, tsunami, volcanic eruption, wildfire. These all are included under natural disasters. Sometimes human activity it adds to the risk of natural disasters. Sometimes human activities they add to the risk of natural disasters. You know that deforestation and burning of fossil fuels it contribute to global warming. Continued global warming may melt large amount of polar ice, causing the sea level to rise. This could in turn flood in coastal areas. Besides, deforestation reduces rainfall and may cause droughts. Man-made disasters. When the disasters are due to the carelessness of human or mishandling of dangerous equipments, they are called man-made disasters. Train accidents, plane crashes, fires in buildings, industrial and nuclear accidents, and disasters resulting from the act of terrorism. These are the example of man-made disasters. Hazards. A hazard is an agent that can cause harms or damage to humans, property, or the environment. A river is a hazard for those living on its bank because it can cause floods. A leak at a factory producing poisonous chemicals can have disastrous consequences. Such a factory represents a health hazard to the community who live around it. All human habitations are at risk from hazards of some kinds or other. The chances of a disaster occurring at a place depend on the location and surroundings. For instance, towns in earthquake-prone zones face the risk of earthquake. Coastal areas are prone to cyclone and arid regions they are prone to drought. Similarly, people living near nuclear power plants and factories using or producing poisonous chemicals face the risk of disastrous accidents. The diverse geographical condition of different regions put them at risk to different types of natural disasters. The most common type of natural disaster in our country are floods, cyclones, droughts, and earthquakes. So now we'll start earthquake. Earthquake lithosphere is made up of numbers of interlocking plates. So it is made up of number of interlocking plates. These plates it tend to move or slip against each other. producing vibration in the earth crust. This sudden shaking of the earth is called earthquake. Earthquakes occur without warning, which increases the loss of life and property. Earthquake can cause buildings and other structure to collapse. Most deaths in earthquake are due to the collapse of buildings. The loss of life is greater when an earthquake occurs at night, when most people are asleep. To reduce the damage and loss of life, many countries, including India, have rules for constructing the quake resistance building.